Selling your art directly to the consumers or your hardcore superfans is one of the major shifts I've seen lately in the music industry. And there have been so many artists beta testing a platform called even.biz, and they have finally launched to the general public. And so huge congrats to Mag and the team over there. But I wanted to take a moment and just share by analyzing what artists are offering as bonus bundles to their fans so that you can maybe try and do the same. And maybe through learning from really cool rollout plans like La Russell and others, you'll get a sense of what you can offer without creating more work for yourself. I think that's the key. And so I personally experienced this when I was watching La Russell, one of my favorite rappers, and he did a project with Hit Boy, and it was called the Rent Due album. And I just was fascinated. I was like, how is he offering the chance to buy this album before it hits streaming services? And there were lots of different tiers on offer. So let me bring up that plan and show you behind the scenes of even.biz. All right, so here is the platform, and there's a whole section called releases with all the different upcoming projects that are available for sale. And there's a whole bunch of artists on there, including J.R. McKee, we've got Iman Omari, we've got a whole lot of others. But I actually wanted to go into La Russell and show you the exact project that I bought. So within the Rent Due project, it was dropped on my birthday, actually, February 24th. And what you got here was if you bought the project, you got early access to the music. So before it hit the streaming services, this was in the pre-marketing phase of the campaign. Then, if you spent $25 or more, you got early access to the visualizers. So La Russell did almost like a mini music video for every single song on the project. If you spent more than $50, you got early access to the documentary where he eventually put it on YouTube. But instead of waiting for the songs to be out, you get access early and you feel the gratefulness of supporting the artist if you're that close to them. They also did some grants that were rent relief for up to 15 artists, entrepreneurs, and creatives, and they helped them out. And they also give you a chance to earn percentage of royalties. So all of these little bonuses were attached to buying the art early, right? And so I just want to give you a flavor of what you can do. So I spent $25 to get the visualizers early. If we go to the homepage, I want to just share some other ways of doing this. And I haven't pre-screened this, so I don't know what we'll find. Bree Steves, excuse me. So for her project, R&B Tape, she had a pay what you want mentality. So there's no minimums, no maximums. And so when you got it, you got access to the EP. You got access to a private group chat with Bree. You got some exclusive video content, but they didn't say what. And you got access to the virtual release party. And so I think many artists can give this sort of access away. So people who are willing to buy and pay money for the art, they get a private group chat and a ticket to a virtual release party. It costs you nothing to do except giving even more like closeness and, super fandom to your core audience, right? Then there was another rollout that I really liked recently called an artist called Lee Vasi, I believe. And so she is a Christian R&B singer to my knowledge, and she said, again, pay what you want. But if you bought it, you got access to her EP early. You got access to a virtual listening party, which is now closed because that's over. If you spent $15 or more, you got access to some exclusive content, a behind-the-scenes 5-part video series where she breaks down each of her songs on the project. If you spent $50 or more, you get a 15-minute conversation with Lee about her spirituality, healing, mental health, and journal prompts. I think that's really valuable. Imagine speaking to your favorite artist and getting their perspective on something. And if you spent over $75, she had some custom lip kits and exclusive lip tutorial videos. I think this is a really cool pairing if you're into beauty or fashion or self-care, and you find a way to merge your passion with your music, and you can give something away that money can't buy. if you like the way that this artist does her lips in her content, imagine hearing her hacks how to do it. If you're using this direct to commerce mindset for multiple projects, one of the best ways you can do that is with a hyperfollow by DistroKid link. This is incredible. It's a one-stop shop link with access to all of your different songs and your different EPs and albums across all the different streaming services. You can have one overarching hyperfollow page for your artist profile and loads of individual projects underneath, offering the opportunity to stream it on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, and more. But here's where you can add an even.biz link before the project is out to make sure people know about each one of your releases and they can invest in the art. I think this is an incredible way that you could pair DistroKid alongside even.biz. So if you want to try it out and you're not yet a member of the DistroKid family, you can sign up with my link and get a 7% discount off your first year. And that link is distrokid.com/VIP/all-about-helping. Huge love as always to the DistroKid family for empowering smart artists with digital tools. So by now, I hope you get the sense of what can you offer as value for nothing. And I really like this idea of giving something that you've already created. And so if you were making this content anyway to go out in the post-marketing phase, for example, you got a music video and you have a BTS of the music video and you were just waiting to post it, why not give it away to the people willing to pay? If you had like a documentary or some interviews, why not give it away to the people who are willing to give you $20 plus or $25, $50 plus to get it? And it almost covers the cost of creating it if just one person buys. I've had this idea for so long that all artists should be doing a podcast with themselves, breaking down each song on the project. When J. Cole and Kendrick have been beefing, when Drake and Kendrick have been beefing, I've seen more tweets from artists decoding their lyrics and analysis than they do about their own projects. And I personally believe that musicians need to create and break down the content that they enjoy consuming. You almost have to create the Netflix show that you'd love to watch yourself, right? And so I want artists to be able to give value away that doesn't add too much work to their plate. Like, I'm not saying to go and create a documentary purely so you can give it away for those who pay, right? I'm saying you should be putting it out post-marketing anyway. You're just giving it away early. So this is my take. I truly hope it helped from the bottom of my heart how you can figure out to structure a release plan that's going to earn you money as well and build up your super fandom. That's the power of Even. Now, the operational cost, the money aspect of things is that Even takes a flat 20% fee of any transaction. So whatever money consumers are going to pay you, the platform itself takes the cut and Even makes 20%. And so I think there's a way to factor that in, and there's a way that you charge the correct amount that you know after commissions you're going to get paid fairly. And that covers all the credit card transaction costs as well, which is usually around the 3 to 6% mark anyway. So Even is doing you a lot of favor. I think this is more powerful than Bandcamp, because with Bandcamp, it's a clunky operating system. It doesn't look good. It's hard to add multiple things and multiple tiers. So I love this concept of pay what you want, but here's the transparency of if you pay a little extra, you get this. You pay even more extra, you get that. So this is my breakdown. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts. We can have some conversation and figure out what you can offer on your next release.